That's fascinating when you look at the amount of transcripts and the age. But does that compare to other transcripts? I mean, how does that um, provide a benchmark for everything else?
Excellent question, because everything is a matter of having an anchor to compare to. If you have pop up the slide that I shared with you, let's go through it quickly and see how the New Testament compares to all some of the historical works that are widely cited and trusted by scholars. There you go. Look at it. So we have the New Testament, which we just spoke about, 25,000 plus manuscripts, and the earliest copy and the original, the time gap between the two is 50 to 100 years. Now go all the way down. Let's just compare Aristotle. The earliest copy versus the original, 1400 years. 1400 years. And only 5 manuscripts. Yet, it's well cited by scholars. You can look at others. You can look at Caesar's Gallic Wars. It's taught everywhere in our history books. 10 manuscripts, and the difference between the earliest copy and the original is 900 years. It just gives you an idea of why I am so passionate about the manuscript evidence that can be found for the Bible. There is no reason to doubt it as a historical text.
Yeah, that's really fascinating. I think a lot of people have never seen that before and realized just how many texts were written um, past their actual inception. Now, we talked about the age, we talked about the amount of manuscripts in the Bible, but what about the actual accuracy? I mean, people always say, like we mentioned, that there are contradictions in the Bible.
So, in terms of the accuracy, there are scholars who actually are called textual critics. These folks have analyzed the Bible and say that there is 99.5% of the biblical text is certain. The variations that are found are minor, and the vast majority of those are spelling errors or alternate wording for the same thing. And there is absolutely no Christian doctrine that is impacted as a result of any variations that are seen in the Bible. In addition, another really cool thing that is true is that the early church fathers like Irenaeus, Tertullian, Clement, they quote almost the entirety of the New Testament by the second and third centuries, which means if you just take their quotes and forget the Bible, you can recreate the New Testament almost in full, which is pretty amazing. So you can see the different pathways you can take to get to the same endpoint, which is that these texts, the Bible as we have it today, is reliable and accurate as it's originally written.
Yeah, that's really fascinating when you really think about that, how much of it has been preserved so accurately.